Hey guys, welcome back to another game of chess, and today we are going to be playing rapid 10 minutes plus 5 seconds. I didn't realize chess.com had this time control, and I just clicked on more time controls and I saw that there were some extra ones. I'd been playing 10 minutes flat, so 15 minutes plus 10 seconds a move was just a bit too much for me. So finding this 10 minutes plus 5 seconds a move seems like a fantastic time control to be playing this on. So we're gonna get into a game here. We're at 1672. Hopefully we can climb up a bit more. I've also updated my settings so that I can play only people a couple hundred elo lower or a couple hundred elo higher. This way we're not going to be playing someone much lower. So let's look for a game here. Okay, we're playing black against Sir Meliodas, 210 from the United States. He's playing King's Pawn, so we're going to go into the Black Lion, if we can, which is first step, getting this pawn here and getting our knights out, and then thrusting forward another pawn into the center to sort of assert some control, and then maybe attacking with these pawns on the king side, or just castling and playing more on the queen side. So we will see here. This is the lion defense. I've played this opening several times. Okay, this is an interesting move. What do I do here? I would normally just play this straight away, but takes, and he can trade queens, and my king is stuck in the middle, which I'm not a fan of. There is definitely something that is not so good about playing this move. I feel like it weakens him somewhat. So if I go here and he does take, can I just recapture with knight? I think I can. All right, here, take. Yeah, I can't recapture this. I'm not too sure what to do here. Here, he takes, we take, he takes. I don't have any spots for my knight to go. That's part of the issue here. So maybe we play on this side of the board. Attack this pawn instead. So this isn't really standard here, but I'm trying to figure some sort of way to deal with these three pawns in the middle. This is a big attack here. If he pushes this pawn forwards, then I will take him, and then if he takes me, I might just take here to attack this. So then if he takes me and I take him, he can come here before I can do anything really. But maybe I just recapture here. This is interesting. I haven't seen this before. I don't know if this move is right. Maybe just pushing this pawn would have been better, because if he takes, then we can come here. Okay, I'm going to take this. So his queen comes forwards, and now do we have this, and knight here? No, because now he's got his. This pawn is held by 2, and right now I'm only attacking with 1. I could bring my queen here and pin this, and that would mean it's only defended by the queen. But I do feel just a bit cramped here. I'm wanting to get my pieces more developed. Maybe just pawn up. I feel like just pawn up, and we're doing okay. Yeah, I'm okay with this move. This isn't really the lion though. This is something else. So I'm defending my knight with my other knight and my queen, but I'm trying to just make some room for my bishop to get out so that I can castle. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I definitely want to look at the analysis after this game and see what is the correct way of playing this. Okay, so he has come out here, he's attacking, he's pinning my knight. I think what we do now is we kick him, and if he just takes here, we recapture with bishop, and that allows our bishop to get out to this square. I think this is fine. So I'm going to pre-move this. There we go. Okay, and now he has castled, and this is an interesting diagonal here. If only I could go here and then get the queen out. What about rook here and then push this, preparing this. I think I like this idea. I'm going to go for it. And getting the rook on a half open file is not bad. If his king and queen stay here, this is a big target for me. So pushing this pawn, he can't recapture. He can't recapture because we have this. Now maybe he could recapture, like if I go here, he could recapture with knight and then take a check or something. But like if he recaptures with knight, I just take with pawn. I'm doing fine. So if he takes with pawn, then I think this is the move. And if when I go here, he just moves his queen. Let's say he moved his queen, you know, back here or something. And then taking this is not bad. But also just throwing in the check lets me develop with tempo. King moves over and we're pretty good. Okay, I think he's messed up. He's attacking here. So if I just push and he takes this, then we have this. If I go here, he's going to take here. I think I'm just going to push. I don't want to think too long because then he'll know that something's up and he'll see it. But let's say I just push and he takes. We go here. I think this is fine. I should have moved it quicker because then he would have thought I would blunder. Start playing mind games with your opponent. He's going to be like, oh, now I can't take the knight. And he's going to see why. But if I had just moved instinctively, we would have been okay. So this is the threat. Okay. Now we're going to move in with the bishop with a bit of tempo. And if he just drops back, we even have this move. But probably not. Our knight is still in danger, so we need to be careful of that. But we can outpost it here. If this knight takes us, I don't really want to take with pawn. But I think right now we are forcing his queen back, yeah. Now we have this move, and that is hitting both of these pieces. So maybe moving the knight here would be good. Let's say I go knight here, and he recaptures. Then I immediately have this, hitting his queen and his rook. Let's say he moves his queen. We take his rook. Then he's got a knight here that is still in danger. I'm also okay with just going here. This is a threat, hitting here and here. I don't really need to complicate stuff too much. This is actually a really nice threat. Oh, look at this, guys. This is a windmill tactic. So the windmill tactic, when you move in, they move their king out of check, and then you take a piece and you attack with another piece. He has to move back, and then you go back in, and then you take another piece. This is a cool tactic. But going here, he'll probably just take with rook, and then I take with bishop. But he's probably going to just drop back here with his queen. That's what I'm assuming. And if he does, then we don't have this tactic. But we probably have some other good moves, some other good ideas here. I actually really like my position. This has got a lot of interesting things in it. And he is lower on time than I am, so I'm pretty happy. If this knight wasn't hitting this square, I would be here in a heartbeat. But he is hitting us here, so we can't go for that yet. But hopefully we can come in here and do something. Maybe getting our queen, you know, out to this kind of square. I know the knight's holding it right now, but queen here and checkmate, or even queen here. Even queen here looks pretty good, and then it would support this even more. We'd have 3 attackers on this square. I think queen out might be the next move, and even queen out supports bishop b5. Do I want a castle? I don't know. I don't really feel like I need to right now. Okay, so he's moved back to here. So if I just come here, take, you know, you can't take. So here, and then we are threatening this. Check, and if he takes, we take with check. If he takes, we can't take, because if he goes here, he just messaged me and said, that was a good move, man. I will message him back after the game, but check if he goes here. Now let's say here, and then let's say he does something stupid. Here, he goes here, double check. No, I'm not quite seeing it, but I do think queen here seems pretty solid. So I'm going to go for this. I do need to be careful of time. I'm down to 5 minutes, but we do get 5 seconds every move. So if it does come down to like a sort of bullet run at the end, we will be gaining time, at least 5 seconds every move, and you can sort of think a bit when you have that extra time, which is good. I think 10 plus 5 is definitely what I'm going to be playing from now on. It seems like a good time control, and I am able to explain my thoughts a bit more. Okay, he's dropped knight back. I'm actually really happy to see that, because now he's not hitting here, and so in we come, hitting the queen and the rook. There's a lot of pressure on his position here. In chess, there's like a rule that, I don't know if it's a rule, but Bobby Fischer used to say, I think it was Bobby Fischer, never retreat your pieces. Always move them forwards or create a bigger threat. So here he moved his knight backwards, and he could have just left it here and, maybe, come in here with his other knight or look for something else. I don't know, but you do want to be looking for other ways to move forwards. Always look for a way forwards, because there's usually some kind of tactic. If you look at this here, I actually wasn't really threatening all that much, because if king comes here, now there's 1, 2, 3 attackers on this square, and I only have 1, 2 defenders. So actually my knight is just weak, and I have to move him away. And even though that gives a check with the bishop, he can just move back, and I haven't really done all that much moving my knight here to here. Even his knight was protecting this square, so that might have just been a bad move. I might have just had to retreat. So here, there wasn't really a threat that I could see. But now that he's moved his knight away, there is a threat. Bishop comes in, and I'm going to win a piece. I'm going to win one of these. He can't defend with pawn because I just take, because I have this pawn defending. So I think him moving backwards was a blunder. He is also pretty low on time. He's down to 2 minutes here, which is very good for me. Okay, he's just dropped his queen back. So now what we can decide, do we just take the rook? If I take the rook, he takes with queen. And then do I have check? He comes here, 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 here. So with the check, he has to move his king. And then I could take this with check. I think this is what I'm going to do. Take the rook. He's going to recapture. I've got 2 defenders. Check. I suppose he's going to just take it. That makes the most sense. If he doesn't take it, then he's going to move his king and he's going to lose his knight. And I will attack with my bishop. So he has to take it. So we will just recapture. And now we're at an advantage. So we're just going to trade down, it looks like. Also, this pawn on c2 is still hanging. We can come snag that with our rook if he doesn't defend it here. But his time is looking poorly. So we're gonna start to see probably some more mistakes from him. I mean, I'm thinking he's just gonna move bishop out here, but then he doesn't defend the pawn. So maybe pawn up is the move. I don't know exactly what he's gonna do. I'm probably gonna castle, and then maybe stack my rooks here and go for this pawn, or even push this pawn. If he moves out the way with stacked rooks, I could just come in and maybe take this or something. Not entirely sure yet, but I don't have a checkmate threat yet because my queen needs to be on the front side. Okay, he just resigned. GG. Let's go into the game review here. And we played with an 85.4. I'm pretty happy with that. But I did have 2 mistakes and an inaccuracy. It says we played at a 1900. I think I've actually improved. I think I'm improving a lot. Maybe it's with that extra time and I'm not blundering so much. But I am feeling a lot better with the way I've been playing. Let's check this. So he goes king's pawn. I go up for this lion's defense. And here, this move, I hadn't seen this before. And here was my mistake. So I really want to know what move should I do if I see this in the future. I didn't know if this was right, and I spent a lot of time thinking about this move. If I retry this move, going here I don't think is good. And it says it's best. So e5 is still best here. But what if he takes, and I take, and he takes, and I take, then he just takes my queen, and I take his queen. I don't think this is good for me, because my king's in the open. So that's sort of what I was afraid of. It still says he has a slight advantage. But I guess we can go for this in the future. But I just don't like him taking my queen and leaving my king in the middle. We do have 2 really good knights and maybe a pawn that we can win at some point. Okay, so this was a mistake though. This gives him quite an advantage. He misses what he's supposed to do. So his actual best move here is just to push the pawn now. And I can't come here, 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 here. My only move is to drop back, which looks pretty much terrible. I would not want to do that. So probably taking here is what I would do. And then he would take here. And then I'm dropping back regardless. So yeah, I suppose this move wasn't so good. But he didn't find the continuation. So I take his pawn. And he took with queen. And here's my second mistake. Pushing this pawn. I'd never seen this opening before, so it felt really weird not knowing exactly what to do here. But let's see if I retry this move. Is this the move? It could be. Yeah, okay, so e5 is still what it wants. So if takes, takes, and then bishop to c5. Okay, I didn't see this. That actually makes a lot of sense because taking here, he just gets my king in the center, and yeah. So if I went here, he goes here. No, he takes here with check, and then we have to go e7, and this just looks ugly. b5, defending here, h6. I mean, I doubt he would spot h6, but let's say I did do this. Then bishop takes d7, queen takes d7, knight d5. This is just a very ugly position because I can't take here because he takes my rook. And so I have to go here to defend it. So then queen takes queen, bishop takes queen, and then he takes this with check. Let's say I go e7. Then he's back safe here on d5. Say I go f8, and then he just castles. Or even maybe he doesn't castle. But he probably castles here. And he's just in a really strong position. I have a bishop, but he has a much better pawn set up. He's up a pawn, and I have doubled h pawns, so this would have been really bad. So yeah, I wasn't quite sure what to do at this position. So I guess when I do this setup, I just need to go for e5 regardless, because I don't need to be so worried about the queen's trading. I'm okay with that. But he misses it. And so I kick him, we take, he castles, and then this set up this whole tactic here that we spotted in the game. Moving our rook over was the best move because we're setting this up, and then we can take with pawn. He misses it, so this was his big mistake. He missed that. And actually, us pushing forwards was not good. Maybe we should have taken. Let's retry it. Take is a correct move, and now his best move here is to take e5, and then maybe we can come out here or something. I don't know. It says b6, so checking on here. He can't defend with bishop because we win the pawn. But yeah, we didn't go for that. We went for this, and so he moves his king out of danger, and now we find these attractive moves. What was the best move here? Pushing the pawn. Interesting. Yeah, because maybe he's forced back here immediately, or maybe here. If he goes here, then we have b5 going straight for this. So it kind of forces the move of his knight. Yeah, I didn't consider that. But here he moves it regardless. So this is his blunder. This is a mistake because he's moving backwards, like we said in the game. And there's no real threat here because, like, let's say he just does this, and I go here, he goes here. What do I do? D1. Oh, I guess I do have this. Yeah, I do have this, and then e3, and then knight takes e3. Yeah, so I suppose that is good. But let's say here with the check, if he takes here, then bishop takes, and then d2, setting up this. So I guess either way, like I still win material. I guess there was a problem with this discovery for him, so that's what he was worried about. He doesn't want to come to g1 because then I could come here. Yeah, I guess I probably would have spotted this, but maybe coming here is probably what I would have spotted. Like, let's say I go here and he goes here. I probably come here. Yeah, so it's still, it's basically the same kind of move. They're both good. Yeah. Anyway, that was his mistake. So we find the best move. We take, check, take, and there's the FF. He was running low on time. Guys, hope you really enjoyed that game. If you want to join the Discord, and also you can check in the description where I stream on Twitch. But on the Discord, we have a little tournament that we're trying to set up, just an 8-person tournament, best of 5, and you can win and get your name on my Discord server as a winner of a tournament. So that could be kind of fun. So if you do want to join the Discord, we're trying to get that community sort of rolling a bit. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this game and the analysis, and I will see you guys tomorrow. That is 3 wins in a row this week. So we are doing much better this week. We're going to keep going. We haven't lost in the new year yet. See you guys tomorrow.